In terms of the turnaround, this is the product of having an odd number of teams in the league. Remember, volleyball is the one sport that's hoping that we stop at Texas A&M. Because Vandy doesn't have volleyball, if we stop at Texas A&M, that gives us 12 teams. That is a perfect number. We're all for it. Let's just close the doors to the SEC. I doubt that's going to happen, but it'd be great for us. Even if we could play one season with 12 teams, because then you don't have that odd team. That odd team rotates, and Mississippi State is that this year. Now, you could argue Mississippi State has the challenge of playing teams on the weekend, that they have to play two teams, and they have to play twice, but their opponents only have to play once. Difference is Mississippi State never has to travel midweek. And I mean, look at last week what happens. Tennessee goes to Kentucky, a great match on TV, on ESPNU, just awesome volleyball, high drama, and Kentucky wins in 5. Now Kentucky plays at home, they'll play Mississippi State on Friday night, that quick turnaround. Coming off an emotional win, getting to Starkville, playing in front of their Midnight Madness. I mean, all the stars really lined up for Mississippi State, they took advantage of it, but that's where we are in women's volleyball. So that quirk in the schedule, there were years where it really didn't matter. Now it matters because there are no easy W's in the league, and the challenge now of having been on the road last night and turning around with a condensed schedule, it's the road weariness. You're on the bus for a while and you got back late. It is what it is, and so the good thing is this is a pretty resilient group. You could have seen them last night. They, as long as they're fed, they're okay. In terms of the ESPNU, that's a great question. In women's volleyball right now, we've got what ESPNU is doing in televising 2 live matches on Wednesday nights is so great for our sport because of the exposure. You know that on Wednesday nights you can see back-to-back matches of high-level volleyball, but it's not just on Wednesday night, because like ours yesterday on Fox Sports South. I mean, that there's just so much more volleyball being shown. It's great exposure for volleyball. It helps younger players see the game. I really think that's one of the biggest differences in women's sports and growing women's sports is our young players don't have access to have the role models to imitate. I mean, ask any little boy, they know exactly how to imitate LeBron James in their driveway because they see him on TV. Girls growing up just didn't have that. Oh, they could, they'll try and imitate the boys, but what volleyball players do they have to see as role models because they're not on TV enough? For our sport to go to the next level, I think softball's got a great gig going now, the way they can get so much of their tournament on TV. You've got volleyball coaches that would love to move our season to the spring if we could get more TV. Maybe this year, maybe we could take advantage. NBA stayed locked out, and they're looking for something to put on TV. We think women's volleyball would be a great choice. May not look like the NBA, but hey, it's high level and competitive, so I hope we can take advantage of it.